Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Anchor Snake here. I hope that y'all are doing great today. Well, in this short video, we're going to talk about the Dust Double Armor set and how do you get it, or at least I want to show you how I got it. So I accidentally found my very first set sometime after 4.0 on Microtech doing a bounty mission. I actually followed a ship down to the deck that I had shot down, and it landed in this like little pirate area, and I was just kind of flying around. There was a guy in this set of armor. Well, I shot him, retrieved his carcass, and took his armor. And it was, I didn't really have to do any work for it. It was so simple. Well, after the release of 4.8, you know, they took all of our stuff, and this was my look. This is my jam. And, well, I wanted it back. So in this video, you're going to witness the struggle is real to actually, you know, find this armor. That's what we're going to talk about in this video, and I'm going to give you a link to another video from another gentleman. He's very, very popular. You've probably heard of him, Astro Manny, and he has some really great tips, and I'm going to share them with you today. So hang on, and hopefully if you're interested in picking this armor up, you'll be able to go get it for yourself. Without further ado, let's dive in, y'all. Thanks for watching. All right, guys, the very first thing that I recommend you do, if you're going to attempt to go get this armor, I recommend you get a medical ship if you don't already own one. You can rent this ship in Lorville, Advantage Rentals. It's like 67,000 credits, okay, somewhere right in there. Or you can go to Orison or Area 18 and rent the medical Pisces, and that's going to set you back about 14,000, so really cheap. What I like about the Cutlass Red is it's got this big interior, especially in the back, where you can put a sterile container, and if you manage to get this guy, you can use your tractor beam and throw him on the deck and loot him securely, you know, where you're not getting shot at. So that's what I recommend. If you're doing this solo, it gives you room. The ship has weapons that you could take advantage of. It's got really good lights to light up the area that you're trying to find this guy in, and it's got 2 medical beds. And you're really gonna need it. You set your imprint. You're gonna want to set your imprint to the ship. That way, if you die, which is a good chance you will, you'll just be able to wake up in the ship and go at and keep going. I recommend you bring extra ammo, extra food and drink. In case you die, you can armor up, you know, arm back up and get back out there without having to go back. And purchase more ammo. You know, time is of the essence. As you're about to see, you never know when you're going to find them. It's so there you go. Get this. If you can't afford this, then go get the Pisces and you'll be good to go. It's better than nothing. At least you'll have a medical bed, but this one just gives you options. And that's why I like to Cutlass Red. Here we go. That was step 1. So how do we get this? How do you get this armor? Well, I'm going to put a link in the description, or I'm going to recommend a video. A gentleman by the name of Astro Manny. Check this out. All right, guys. So how do I legitimately find this armor? Because I just kind of stumbled upon it the first time I got it. So if you do a search, you're gonna see piles and piles of videos about this subject. And I looked at a lot of them, and when I hit this one from Astro Manny, it really, like, this particular video, he really lays it out Barney style, how to quickly determine if the boss is there, who is the boss, because every time you go there, it could be a different dude in a different set of armor that is basically assuming the role of the boss, and he's going to show you in this video how, you know, because the first time I went looking at some of these other videos, I was like, okay, we're going to go to Maker's Point, we're going to go to Cutter's Rig, yada yada. Well, you land, you get out of your ship, and you spend all this time walking around looking. Well, you can quickly determine who the boss is. You don't even have to get out of your ship. So it's almost like a speed run on how to find this guy. So go check this video out. Epic channel. And thank you, sir, because you put out some great information. So I want to give you a shout out. So I'm not going to take credit for the stuff I'm going to show you. He's going to get the credit for it. So I'm just going to show you what I did to get it. There you go. All right, guys, once you get done watching that video, you're going to need some items. You're going to need some armor and some stuff like that. Let's talk about the things that I recommend you bring. Number 1, I recommend you have a heavy set of armor. There's a good chance you're going to find yourself in a firefight. I'm going to recommend you have some type of medical gun, whether it's this gun here or an attachment to your multi-tool. A decent supply of med pens. Obviously, you need to bring your favorite weapon of choice. Now, I have the max lift tractor beam on. It could be very helpful. It can reach out, and that extended range could be the difference between you getting the armor or not. But if you can't afford it, use the multi-tool. That's what I did in this video. Definitely bring piles of ammo, and you're gonna need. Let's take a look. You're gonna need some drinks, some food, something like that. And that will get you all set up. It's good to come prepared in case you have to, fight your way out of this situation. It's going to be really tough to do. Because these cats are going to be coming from every day, every direction. They're going to be pretty aggroed at the fact that you killed their boss. Maybe he owed them money or something. I don't know. Probably so. That's typically how it goes. Right? But anyway, that's your outfit stuff. Also, I recommend you get a store-all container. Go up at least a 1 SU store-all container. If your ship can fit it, if all you have is the Pisces, then it is what it is. So that's all the basic stuff that you need to get going in this. Okay, cool. All right, guys. Now that you've got your character all outfitted, you got ammo, armor, and all those good things, a store-all container. The next thing you need to do is go get you a ship. Either Cutlass Red is great, or the Pisces, whichever one you can afford. Which one is easiest to get, get it and go to Everus Harbor. Okay. That's going to be our base of operations to grab this armor. What you're going to want to do is, you're going to go to Cutter's Rig. So you're going to put that into you're going to search for Cutter's Rig. It'll come up and that's where you're going to jump to. When you get down there, you're going to turn your lights on if it's nighttime or daytime, and you're going to search for the boss. Okay. You're not going to get out of your ship. You're just going to kind of circle the platform and look for the boss. The boss is going to be the person who's carrying 2 weapons. There's only going to be one NPC doing that, and you might not even see him. That means that he didn't spawn. Okay, if you don't see him, then leave. Go to the next location. I'll tell you those locations in a minute. But if you do see him and it's not the Dust Devil armor set, if he's not wearing the dust, there is another player. There's another set of armor that looks similar to this, but the cape is different. Okay, if he's not wearing the Dust Devil armor, just use the weapons on your ship and kill the NPC, and then fly away and go to the next location. The next location is going to be Maker's Point, and then after that, if he's not there, you're going to go to Picker's Field, and then after that, you're going to go to Rappel. It's Rappel. You're going to go to Rappel, and then you're just going to rinse, dry, and repeat. If you don't see the NPC or if you don't see the person wearing the armor, shoot them with your guns. And then after two attempts, I recommend you go back, log out to the menu and switch regions. I actually found this set of armor on the Aussie server at Maker's Point. That's where I found it. So it's going to be difficult. It's going to be a grind. And hopefully, it'll spawn for you. It is random. It's legendary for a reason, because it is hard to get. I said in the intro, I got lucky the first time. The second time I got this armor, I had to do work for it. So I have a whole new respect for people that are walking around wearing this. So there you go. There's the 4 locations. It can be had on Microtech, but I just got lucky, and the location that I got it at wasn't even marked on the map. It was just a waypoint set in the game from a bounty mission. So good luck with that. Let's jump in, and I'm going to show you what I saw. So here we go, guys. All right, guys. So here I am taking off from Everus Harbor. We're going to go to our first location, which is going to be Cutter's Rig. I'm just doing a voiceover because I didn't do a whole lot of talking during the actual recording of this gameplay. I was just playing and wasn't really thinking much about talking it. So basically what you're going to want to do is you just want to jump from Everus Harbor, just jump down to the planet, and then the quantum jump stuff will work. So, and now we're going to actually jump to Cutter's Rig. I'm going to cut out most of it. So I think I'll take that back. I'm gonna show you the first jump. Fortunately, all these runs are pretty close to each other. They're not that far away. So here we go. I mean, prior to searching for this online, I didn't even know Cutter's rig even existed. Had never once searched for it, but here we go. So the first time I went there, I got out of the ship and I spent, seemed like an hour walking around that rig looking and looking and looking. And I never found the dude. And so what I ended up doing was going and doing another Google search. And when I found Astro Manny's video, it really helped me out, like to come up with a game plan on how to like quickly move around these places real quick, dependent, to determine whether or not the guy was there or not. So here we are, we're coming into Cutter's rig, and it looks like an abandoned oil platform or something. Maybe they took a couple ships and hobbled them together and made something out of it. Pretty neat looking. Looks like it belongs in what's the game? Looks like something out of Fallout. You know what I mean? That's what it looks like to me. But better. So what you want to do, so there was four NPCs kind of standing together. What you're looking for is a guy, he'll have more than 2 primary weapons, and that's going to be your boss. That's who you're looking for, okay? And what I've found, the several times that I've been, this is like the second or third time that I've been there, he kind of spawns on the back side of the ramp, or that bottom platform there, opposite of where you park. Okay, you'll see. I'll swing around. I don't know if I'm gonna actually get it on this one, but that's typically where he'll spawn at, if he spawns at all. Sometimes he'll climb up those. He likes to climb. He'll go up a ladder and hide, and get. I don't know why they do it, but they do. I've seen it do it on several. I mean, this would be a several-hour video if I recorded. Showed you everything that I saw. There he is, right there. Several times during this loop, he spawned right there. You see all the guns laying on the ground, and I'm gonna go ahead and take him out. So my whole thought process is, if I kill this dude, maybe it'll reset, and maybe it'll give me an opportunity for the dust devil guy with the actual real dust devil armor to spawn. But I kept seeing that guy with that messed up armor at all the locations. It was like everywhere I went, it was either him with that jacked up armor, or it was the boss was somebody else. So I'm gonna leave. I was there for quite a while, but I'm gonna leave, and we're gonna go to Maker's Point. It's not that far away. I mean, it doesn't seem like it. Just boom, 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 boom. It goes pretty quick. You can do whatever route you want to do. See, like I say, it is not that far away. But we're gonna jump down, and all the places look similar. They're not that different from each other. Check out Astro Manny's video. He does a really good job of like showing you, like, if you actually take a mission to these places, look for the boss, like where this guy will potentially spawn at. But it's kind of random. You'll see, at least in the several times we come here, it's like he spawned in different places. At least a boss did. But this is Maker's Point. There was a clipper over there, and a guy went out. He was probably doing the same thing I was. See the clippers right there? Probably doing the exact same thing. Probably trying to get this armor. And there's a busted up arrow. At least that's what it looks like. The forward nacelle of an arrow is all jacked up. Probably crashed. But I assume they're probably all doing the same thing. But I'm telling you, man, what I've learned is once you aggro these guys, they don't stop coming. They keep respawning over and over and over. You'll never have enough ammo or enough med pens. They just keep coming and coming. So what you're going to want to do when you find one, when you find them, you want to take them down non-lethal, and that won't alert the guards. So right there is a boss. That's one of the bosses right there. He's going to have two primary weapons. He's going to have one on his back, and he'll be carrying one. That's what you're looking for, but that's not the guy. He doesn't have the warden armor or the dust devil armor. So again, I'm gonna blow him up and kill him, and then try to reset the server. But what I found was he just kept respawning. It was like maybe 5 minutes, he would respawn again. So I just decided to leave. Now, some of the videos I watched, he said log off, bed log or whatever. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. So what I did is I went to Pickersfield. That's the next place we're going to go to. What I did is I basically did like two loops around, and if I didn't see him, I would switch to another server. Do 2 loops and then switch to. I kid you, it was all day. I spent all day. Yesterday. Today is May 17th, so May 16th. I spent the majority of yesterday trying to get this armor. That's how much time I invested in it. So here we are. We're pulling into. Don't get discouraged. I did see him. I did see it one time. Before I actually was able to kill the guy and get it. So don't give up. There's a reason why it's legendary. It's hard to get. So here we are. We're pulling into Pickersfield, and it's the same kind of thing. Now, Astroman, you see those blocks to the left right there? He said the guy likes to spawn right there. Raining. So I'm zooming in. That's when I'm hitting this little zoom thing. Yeah, right in there. He said somewhere right in there where those big blocks are, he likes to spawn. I'm assuming that's what he's talking about. I turned on my other lights. It's one thing this ship has. It's got a lot of good lights. Looking for the guy. I'm going to see him in a minute. And that's him. That's him right there. He's kind of walking north. He's going to walk around that platform right there. And I'm going to light him up because that's not our guy. He actually climbed up on the platform. I don't know why the boss likes to do that. I guess it kind of makes sense. And then he fell off. Unlike a boss. Look at him going in circles. Maybe he dropped his wallet or something. He's looking for it. I don't know. But anyway, I start lighting him up, and I kill him. And what I find out, what I've discovered was it does. You kill him, he'll come right back. It just resets it. He comes right back. But I never could seem to get the dust devil guy to pop. But what would you do? At this point they're all aggroed, so you're not gonna land. If you land, you're gonna die. There's just, unless you have an org with you, enough friends to keep them busy. So now we're gonna go to Rappel. This one's a little bit of a jump away, but it don't matter. It's kind of almost on the other side of the planet, but it don't take long to get over there to it. I just wanted to show you kind of what they look like. To show you what you're going to be probably, hopefully you don't see, hopefully he spawns the first time, but kind of show you what you're probably going to encounter if you try to do this. Now, this is, early in 4.8, people are grinding for credits and whatnot, but there are people coming here. So like there's a Perseus and there's a busted up Shiv. So people are coming here for stuff. I guess you can also purchase RMC here. So maybe that's another reason why people are coming. There might be some missions coming here. So I know it's a pirate haven. So there is risk involved in trying to do this run. But there you go. So right here at Rappel, see, there's the boss is standing right there. Right here in this little entryway. Just kind of exactly what Astro Manny said. And he's right there. And so I'm gonna light these dudes up, and see, he's got that extra. He's the boss. He's got that extra primary weapon on his back, and nobody else has it. That's how you know. If you see him, and that is not the Dust Devil armor set, he's not there. He didn't spawn. You need to move on. Kill the guy, and then move on. Go to the next place. You see, now he's dead. But I'm sure if you stayed there long enough, he would come back. Or at least some other boss. But I don't recommend you linger in these places for very long. I recommend handle your business and leave. That way you're a hard target. The longer you stay there, the longer you risk another player happening along. And ruining your day. Master Manny had a really good point. He just showed up in a medical Pisces with like a white suit on, with nothing. You really don't need anything, honestly. But he's like, I got nothing to lose. So if they kill me, well, who cares? That's actually a pretty good point. But in my opinion, is like, man. If I go there, I want to be able to get the guy, at least have a fighting chance to get him out of there. At least, to show up with nothing. And I missed the opportunity to get this guy because I get killed quickly because I wasn't wearing any armor. That's just my opinion. It's not like people can steal the armor off of you now, so why not wear it? It's not that big a deal. So this is the round 3. So after several attempts and loops around those 4 different places, I decided to log out, and I logged into the Australian server, and this is where I'm really gonna find him. Dude, it has been a grind, dude. And I've seen him. It gives me hope, I've seen the dude. It's just, yeah. Let's see if we can catch him. I killed him, but I could not get to him quick enough, and his buddies were everywhere, just lighting me up. And he desynced before I could reposition my ship. Holy shit balls. Is that a Percy's? Ironclad. Yeah, it's Ironclad. So what happened was I did see the guy, and then I did finally go to a place, and I found him. And I killed him, but I could just not get to him. I tried to like hover my ship and use a tractor beam to tractor him up, but I just couldn't. They were blistering me from the ground. And before I could actually grab the guy, he desynced. So I missed an opportunity. And it was then that I realized that I need to be a little smarter about this and go down and actually knock him out instead of trying to fight all these guys. Trying to be real sneaky about it and follow when you find him, follow him around and see his pattern and try to get your ship as close to like where he's traveling, and then time it out and knock the dude out and grab your tractor beam and throw him in your ship. And we're gonna go to Maker's Point. This is where I'm going to find him. This is where I'm actually going to kill him the first time. Well, I guess it's the second time. I'm actually going to get him. I'm actually going to grab this dude's armor. So we're headed down to Maker's Point. But what I was trying to say is You need to be real strategic about this. Don't try to avoid a firefight if you can. And the other thing is, as soon as you get them in your ship, you need to strip your armor off. I don't care if you throw it on the ground, and get that armor on you as quickly as possible. In this section of this video, you're gonna see why. At least right now in 4.8, maybe after they've done a few hot fixes, if I can talk, maybe they'll get a little bit better. But yeah, get that armor switch, put on as quickly as possible. And I'm looking. And there he is. He just kind of popped out of nowhere. So now my hands are shaking. I'm just like, oh God. And I'm running into stuff. And I'm like, I got to get on the deck. So, what you're going to find is he's not stationary. This guy is moving around. And he actually, I lose him. Can't find him, as you're about to see. So get out, and I try to shut the door. At least I think I shut the door. The ship's now I'm looking for him. Like, where did he go? He's somewhere on this side of the map. Obviously, there's no way he could have gotten to the other side of the map by now. You wouldn't think, right? But I'm looking. There's a lot of cheddar here, a lot of stuff on the ground, and he's got really good his colors blend in really well. That's why I would notice that my door's not up. When you're in a place that could have pirates, you definitely want to have your door up. But at least not make it easy for them. You know what I mean? So I turn around and I go back and I shut the door. I've been playing all day and trying to get this done, and it has been it's been a marathon. And even Astro Man, he said it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard. He said it wasn't easy. He said I think his video was like 2005. I think it was 3.23 or something like that. He said at the time he's only ever gotten the armor, 3 times as long as he's been playing. So, yeah, I see why. And there he is. So I didn't notice him. At first. Obviously, I walked around looking for him, but I actually went frame by frame looking to see if I could spot him when I was doing the editing of this video, and that's how I was able to see him. And I start hearing those engines humming. I'm thinking, oh no, somebody's coming. It's going to be a bad day if somebody shows up while I'm looking for this guy. So it's a race against time. It's a race against the game. It's a race against other players. It's just the odds are stacked, not in your favor, really. But that's why this armor is so cool. I just climbed up here. I didn't know he was up here. I just climbed up here to see if he was up here. And stick around for an outtake with that gun, and there he is. So I've never knocked anybody out, never taken anybody down. I've just never done it. So I'm like, okay, the takedown. He made a sound, and I'm gonna start. Them dudes are gonna start shooting at me. So I toss them off the thing. See, I'm getting shot at. Slide down. I'm just going to jump off the ladder. The ladders have been acting kind of weird too, like everything else in this game. And so now it's a mad dash. I'm trying to get this dude to the ship. Be cool if the door was down. But man, I'm so excited. I'm like, oh my God. I'm breathing hard. It's like, man, you think I would have hit a gold mine or something, but to me, man, it's like all day I've been doing this, and I'm trying to get this guy in the ship. And this is why I like the red, man. It's a big open area. You got room to work, and for whatever reason, the inventory system isn't working very reliably. It comes up and then it's picking up the human corpse, but it's not picking up the carry-all, the store-all container right there. You notice that it's not picking it up. It's not seeing it. So I'm like, well, how do I get this open? And now I see it. Now if you see that little airplane up there, yeah, I just kind of went by it. If you click on the airplane, so now I took it and there's the store-all container, and now I'm going to grab the arms, get it in there, grab the torso, grab the pants, and boom, everything is in that store-all container. So I'm like, also notice how the dude's twisting up. You see how he's twisting up? That was a thing back at 4.5 or something like that. They were doing that and they quit doing it, and now they're doing it again. I don't know what that is. It's some kind of server problem. I don't know. But man, I'm excited now. I'm like, okay, now I need to get out of here, get away from this place, because if somebody shows up, I'm going to be a target. And I need to get to Everus Harbor as quickly as possible so I can get this armor on. I didn't want to stick around there no longer than I needed to. I'm figuring, I got the armor in the store-all container. I'm good to go. So off we go. We're gonna head to Everus Harbor. Dudes, I've been fighting this all day. Whew. I just got to get it on. Oh yeah. Dude. That was Maker's Point. I'm so nervous, man. It's like, dude, you don't know how much time I've invested into this. But it's just a grind, man. It just kept grinding it out. But I got to get this armor on. So F. Oh shit. Surely it's... Oh fuck, what happened? Armor? Are you kidding me? Oh, fuck my life, dude. Man. Okay, well, I'm not done. That sucks, man. That you talk about taking the wind out of my sails. It was parked right there by the blue. Maybe it dropped on the ground. Surely it's desynced by now, but maybe not. Oh, it's worth a shot, dude. It was right there. Right over here. Right there. So I head back to Maker's Point to see if just maybe if it fell out, maybe it, I could get there and the boxes would be on the ground or something like that, but I'm not going to find them. It's a problem with the game. They just desynced right out of the box. So it is at this point, I'm like, well, is it possible? Could he respawn? He was respawn. The other ones are respawning. Was it possible that he could respawn here since he did respawn? I don't know. And I spent a lot of time, y'all, and I want to show you like how much time that I spent looking. And all I can tell you is it's almost like it has a proximity spawn. Like when you get within a certain proximity of a particular location, the NPCs start popping in, and I guess it makes sense that they would do it that way. That way they don't have all these entities running around and there's nobody there to interact with them. So I guess that's probably the mechanic that the servers are using. But it took me a while. I flew around for quite a while just looking, but I just wanted to kind of give you an idea, like, don't just look and leave. He blends in. These dudes blend in very, very well with his surroundings. The yellows and browns, and it's perfect. It's easy not to spot them. And like I said, do not shoot the NPCs. Just let them do their thing. They're not going to fool with you. They're only going to mess with you once you take their boss down. And you need to be strategic about how and where you do it. You see the guy just tried to jump over there. Or maybe he fell off. I don't know, but he did catch my attention. But we're looking. I'm looking. I think the first time that I took him down, I think I used the lethal takedown, and you want to use the non-lethal takedown, because that way he doesn't make a sound. There's a loot crate up there on top of that thing. I wonder how they got up. And I go back and I'll look some more out there in the grass. He's not there. This stuff's not there. So I just keep looking. And man, I hate to lose at checkers. There's not a whole lot of quit in me. And it's just something from my military career. I don't give up easily. I'm looking at, like, is that him? Is that the boss? It sort of looks like it could be a boss, but then I got another look at it and, like, no, that's not him. He's not moving. He's kind of stationary. The boss likes to travel. At least on this map he does. All the other videos I've seen, he likes to travel. I think the previous stuff that I was seeing was just glitches. I think the boss itself was glitched out. And I jumped over here to the Aussie server, and lo and behold, it was working. So I guess there's not as many people on this server as there are on the USA and European servers. So I start moving my ship, and I'm looking. And there he is. Spot him again. And he's over here in the corner. Thank goodness there's a fence around this place. And it's a blessing and a curse. So now I'm like, hey, there's an NPC, one of his buddies. They're everywhere. They're kind of like, and they blend in very well. So I'm like, okay, where can I park the ship at? And I think he actually went into that building right there. And I don't see him come out, but he does eventually. As I spin around, he does end up walking straight through it, and I lose him. Because I thought, there he goes right there. It's like I said, but when I was playing the game, he blended in so well, I lost him. I didn't see him. And there he is right there. But I didn't see him though when I was actually in game. This is yet again, this is a voiceover. Because during the game I wasn't really talking a whole lot. I was hyper focused on the task at hand. I'm gonna land this ship. The only drawback of this big beautiful ship is it's a big ship. the Pisces is a good option because it's small and can get in these tight little spaces. But we can it'll fit. Here we go. And man, I'm like shaking like a leaf on a tree. I'm like, I gotta get this done. I gotta get this done. And nothing else matters. And I'm looking for this guy. Like, where did he go? Come in here, and where is he? And I'm looking and like, did he go up there? He walks in circles, it seemed like, and so am I. I'm trying to retrace his steps. There's one of his weapons. Somebody else has probably gotten him along the way. Would be my guess. And there he is. And he's headed exactly where I need him to walk to. It couldn't be no better. It was just dumb luck. That's all it is at this point. Just dumb luck. He's headed in the exact direction that I need him to go in. So now I'm gonna I got the door down. Let's see what he does. And I'm looking around and like, how many of his buddies? And this is where I take him down non-lethal. Or at least I try to. And he didn't make a sound that time. So now, only sound that it made was his guns hitting the ground. Bodies hit the floor. I mean, what's the chances of 2 in a row? I don't know, guys. I haven't spent a lot of time doing this. I spent a whole day trying to get a set, but I haven't done this over and over and over again throughout my career play. I didn't need to. I got it instantly the first time I got it, and I didn't have to do any work to get it. So now I'm scrambling. I want to get this armor off, and I can't even think. I'm trying to, I don't realize I got to take the backpack off to get the core on, and it's just a bunch of steps that I can't process it quick enough. So I figure out it's not working. So that store all does work, but I lost it the last time. The inventory system's kind of weird. Right now, what it's showing over on the right-hand side is his personal inventory. Over on the left-hand side is my inventory. So what I figure out is I need to go get rid of this backpack so I can get rid of the core. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run into the front of the ship, and I'm going to put this stuff not in there, but in the ship's storage locker. Since it gooned up the last time, I don't want to, I figure, well, let's put it in this one, either one of these. And so that's what I end up doing. I just grab the backpack, I throw it in there, and I grab the core piece off, and then I put my arms back on. I'm gonna keep this armor on me. So now I'm gonna reach down and I'm gonna grab that core, and I'm gonna put it on. Boom. And that's what I wanted out of the deal. That's really all that I really cared for. Because I don't wear the pants, I wear it just like the way it is, and it desynced again. I'm guessing there's a really short time between him being dead and when the game tries to respawn him, and when the game I'm assuming, and when the game tries to respawn him, whatever you see just it goes away. And if I'm wrong, guys, let me know in the comments. Sitting here doing a voiceover, that's kind of how I put it together in my head. But I got the armor that I wanted. I'll go get the pants and all as well. Now it's a race. I want to get out of here. Now I'm racing against other players because I don't want to get killed by a pirate showing up after all this work. So I'm going. Isn't that pretty? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And we're going to head back to Everus Harbor, and I'm going to let you hear a little bit of my actual commentary in the game. So really pretty. Guys, that was a pain in the ass. I got really lucky that
that he spawned again. Corsair.
I get back to Everus Harbor and I get everything situated and I head back to Babbage. You know, I left Everus Harbor and I came back here and I spent probably another hour or so getting this guy all set up the way I like it, and he's good to go. On this one, I'm going to use the Dust Devil backpack. It's only like 30K smaller than the Primbook one. So the Primbook is 180K and this one's 150. So it's good enough for what I do. I don't need it to be any bigger than that. And if I want to go, you know, turn into a loot goblin, then I'll go get the Primbook. But for right now, just basic stuff. This one's just fine. So anyway, y'all, I know it was a long video, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some value out of it. And if I can do this by myself, anybody can. So just remember this. If you're going to go out and pursue this set of armor, just bring a lot of patience. Bringing a friend would be even better. I hope you get it on your first attempt, but if you don't, just keep at it. He'll eventually spawn in, and hopefully as they sort through 4.8, they'll the game will improve. The mechanics will get working like they're supposed to. Yeah, it was a kick in the pants losing it after seeing it all in the store container, but it is what it is. So anyway, y'all, I hope you enjoyed it, and if the video wasn't complete trash, please consider giving me a thumbs up. That would be awesome. You know what that does. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, and I certainly hope you do, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Anyway, y'all take care and have a great day. And as always, we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Ready, anchor, and salute. Ready, 2. Outstanding. Bye, y'all.
This dude is walking. Here we go. Here he is. Wow. One shot. He did.